Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 334. Today we have the 2021-22 versus 2022-23 Series 1 Hobby Battle. 6 boxes, a half case of each. Really like these style of breaks. Kind of get like a good bang for your buck type. You get 2 years of Young Guns, so lots of fun. For this break, Seattle is a free team, so we will do the names 3 times, the teams 3 times, and the names 3 times again. Who you line up with is who you get. Let's get started. And then after this is going to be the year-end break, group break 339. That one's going to be a lot of fun. So here we go. All right, 3 times on the names, then 3 times on the teams, and 3 times on the names again. Who you line up with is who you get. Hopefully everyone's staying warm, staying safe with all the snow and just the Arctic airflow coming in. Once, twice, third time. I know Vancouver and general shut down yesterday. It was wild the amount of snow we got. And like really not used to that level of snow here. So, especially this early. Once, twice, third time. Carolina on the bottom, Predators on the top. I just need to turn my mouse speed down a little bit there. All right, and 3 times on the names again. Person on top, get Seattle. Once, twice, third time. Bob, you stayed on top. There you go. All right, here are your teams. Brandon with the Predators, Bob with Vegas, Pierre Benoit with the Kings, Brian with the Leafs, Blake with the Rangers. That's a lot of B names in a row. Bill with the Ducks. Mark, you've got the Red Wings. Pierre Benoit with the Vancouver Canucks. Dennis, you got the Penguins. Bob with the Devils. Emil with the Bruins and Flames. Pierre Benoit with the Jets. Emil with the Blue Jackets. Jason with the Wild. Bob with the Blues. Jason with the Chicago Blackhawks and Colorado Avalanche. I don't know why I stared at that for a while. Sorry, 1 second. That copyright? Yeah, it did. Okay, perfect. Marshall with Tampa Bay. Dan with the Coyotes. Craig with the Habs. Dan with the Oilers. Marshall with the Capitals. Craig with the Senators. Ryan with the Sharks. Matthew with the Stars. Marshall with the Panthers. Raymond with the Islanders. Brandon with the Sabres. Graham with the Flyers. Riley with the Hurricanes. And Bob with the Kraken. So there are your teams. I'll get them into the team viewer 1 second here. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Like I said, the city kind of shut down yesterday. And even today, like, the roads were mainly okay. Like, the main roads were fine for the most part. But the side streets were pretty chaotic at times. So, all right. Yeah, Anaheim's a decent team, and I feel like it's a somewhat new team for you. You know, it's not your usual Nashville or Calgary. Because we all know Calgary's your favorite team, so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this break. I'm looking forward to the break after this one too. Both are going to be a lot of fun, so. All right, let's get started. Just want to make sure we have the buffer time to start right at 4 p.m. for the next break. I am very much excited about that, so. Here we go. Yeah, you've got Kochetkov. Is Joey Keane Series 1 as well? Like, not obviously not the biggest name, but here we go. All right. I mean, hey, serial number 97 on a McDavid box. That's got to be a good luck. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Hopefully we get something crazy. I mean, hey, there are still spots available in the polls of the year. The video's pretty much ready to go. I've just got to finish up some minor stuff with it. So it'd be nice if I had to edit it for a couple polls from today. And there's a box number 443. And here we go. And in terms of just other notes, the breaks from last week all got dropped off today. I think there are 2 people with pickup. So if you had a pickup, I think this, it is there. And then for these breaks, we'll try to have them dropped off the first day the store is back open. Just with the holidays, it might take an extra day or 2. So we shall see. I do not miss these packs. Actually, same thing as SP Game Used. Like these are similar to the SP Game Used packs, but the SP Game Used packs are like somehow they're better but worse. They're worse feeling, but they rip easier. It's a complex situation. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun day today. Lots of good chances at nice hits. I mean, I love opening up Premier, Ultimate. If we hit a shield today, that'd be insane. I mean, hey, knock on wood. All right. Box 1, first half. Let's get started. All right, Darlene on the portraits for the Sabres. Jack Hughes for the Devils on the... I'm just going to adjust the light a little bit here. For the Devils on the Dazzlers. Sharon Govich for the Devils on the rookie retrospective. Gun Canvas, David Ferentz for the Predators. Pasichnik for the Sharks. Michael Hauser for the Sabres. Fox for the Rangers on the honor roll. Exclusives for the Blues. Mr. Braden Shen. Braden Shen on the exclusives to 100. Almost jersey numbered. Walcott. Yep. Walcott on the Young Guns for the Bolts. I'm in for the Leafs on the canvas. Debut dates of Mr. Miller for the Rangers. Electromagnetic of Kucherov for the Bolts. There's the first half done. I mean, hey, exclusives. Young Guns weren't the best, but that's kind of like, I think we'll really see the differences between Series 1 and Series 1 in this product. I am of the belief that 22-23 is a deeper kind of like, the middle of the class is deeper, the top end is on par. I think it's slightly better personally, but like I like Beniers over Caulfield and Zegras. And then, I mean, Boldy's really, really good as well, but obviously not in that like Caulfield tier. Power is really good, but he won't sell as well. So, and Caulfield being a Hab is going to get the Hab boost. All right, second half. Let's see what we've got hiding in here. Jack Hughes on the honor roll for the Devils. Camus Black of Pekka for the Predators. This is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen on the Young Guns for the Sabres. He's doing well. Barzal for the Islanders. He might be a goalie, just, you know, throw a few hats in the ring. Fox for the Rangers with some Young Guns and hope that he does well. Aho for the Hurricanes on the Electromagnetic. French variation, Bobrovsky for the Panthers. Because, like, hey, if the Sabres start popping off, which they have been, they're a really fun team to watch. Like, they're going to get viewership just because of Tage. Nico Hischier for the Devils. Canvas of McKinnon for the Avs. But yeah, might not be a bad one to, throw your hat in the ring on. Cam York for the Flyers. Keaton Middleton for the Avs. And finishing off the box, portraits of Pasta for the Bruins. So, not a great box one, but seen worse. All right. 09 on the box number on the top. $44 on the back. Lots of 4s on the back. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So there's gonna be a side with 5. That's 5. 6. 6. All right. Here we go. So I mean, I'm pretty confident in 22-23 taking the dub in round 1. I don't think there's really much of a competition in round 1, but hey, you know what? That's okay. Round 1s can be a dud. Start off slow, ramp up hot. All right, pack. Starting off, Young Gun Canvas for Columbus, Trefix Wolanski. Aberigi for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Black and white canvas of Drysdale for the Ducks. Defense mechanism, Werenski for the Blue Jackets. French variation of Leonard for Vegas. Retrospective of Dursey for the Kings. McKinnon for the Avs on the canvas. Vlasic for the Chicago Blackhawks on the Young Guns. Pink Dazzlers of Josh Anderson for the Habs. Center of Attention of Elias Lindholm for the Flames. Blue Dazzlers of Kent Johnson for the Blue Jackets. Jack LaFontaine for the Canes. Go. So, I honestly think like just the Blue Dazzlers of Kent Johnson puts us over the top, but we'll see what the rest of the Young Guns have in store. Again, this pile up here, if you're wondering why I'm separating them into 2 separate piles, typically like we'll top load and sleeve all the cards in that top pile there, the Young Guns one. Just because they're the best bang for your buck cards and generally hold their value the most. So if the player ever pops off, those are the ones that, you want to make sure that are ready to ship and ready to store too. So generally the most value, for your costs and stuff, like the most, I'd say arguably the most valuable card in all of trading cards. So, well, at least all of hockey cards. And sports cards, really. Bunting for the Leafs. He got handled by a linesman yesterday. Krug for the Blues on the defense mechanism. Kucherov on the portraits for the Bolts. Dostal for the Ducks. Zegers for the Ducks on the honor roll. Center of attention of Dubois. Was the first center of attention gold? No, it was regular. Dubois was for the Jets. Sogard for the Senators. Canvas of Josh Bailey for the Islanders. Debut dates of Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings. He's had a rough year so far. Rookie portraits of Mark McLaughlin for the Bruins. Probably there. And, well, there's a Marco Rossi Young Gun. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but still worth the sleeve and top load. Oh, yeah. I really like him as a goalie prospect. Also, he is one of the most likely to score a goal, Matt Duchene for Predators. And I'd have to imagine that'd do good things for your card value, so. All right, next box. 89 on the outside. Yeah, I've always liked him as a goalie prospect, so it's one of those ones just like, yeah, I can see him turning out. Eight, 5, 6. So I just saw that I had some gunk in my nails. 1 second. Got a scratch and win ticket, so the scratch part's still in the nails. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, hey, any goalie can get hot, and when they're, like, newer to the league, that's kind of, like, the best they can pop off there. I love how, by the way, it's almost like 4 boxes of Series 1 equals 5 boxes. Like, just the box size difference. I actually think if you stack the packs up next to each other, the series, the 2022-23 would be slightly higher. I think the cards are just a little thicker. It's not super noticeable, but it is noticeable enough. All right. Here we go. Well, and in the last box with one, start this box with a Marco Rossi for the Wild. Again, I still like him long term. May not got off to the best start, but not everyone does. That's a nice canvas black. Lucas Reichel for Chicago. Nice card there. Oh, give it the good old, it's a case hit. Its value may not be high, super high, but we'll give it the early stand. Rasmus Dahlin on the defense mechanisms for the Sabres. French variation, Heiskanen for the Stars. Aberigi. Wow, this is going to be the same Young Gun crop, isn't it? Stone for Vegas. On the canvas, Carlson for the Sharks. Sider for the Red Wings on the rookie retrospective. Crosby for the Penguins on the portraits. And Dostal for the Ducks. Marchessault for Vegas on the honor roll. And Hurdle on the center of attention for the Sharks. All right. Well, we'll see if we get the same 3. A nice box. I mean, like, nothing wrong with it. This year's trade deadline is going to be very interesting. No, Rykov, it'll happen at 4 o'clock. So, hour and a half. We will be pretty much wrapping this break up, hopefully, by... I want this break to kind of be wrapped up at about 3:50-ish, which should be doable. And then we'll pretty much like give it a couple minutes past 4, and then we'll get it started. So, hour and a half, 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain. All right, here we go. New hook on the debut dates for the Avs. Zegers for the Ducks on the portraits. Lots of Ducks early on. Oh, Braden Schneider. Different Young Gun crop. Nice one there. And one of those that might not be super... sorry, let me just ban the bot. Thank you. Morgan Riley for the Leafs. Center of attention, O'Reilly for the Blues. Will he be a Blue by the end of this year? Well, that's a good Young Gun canvas. Owen Power. That was going to be a tough box to beat. 2 good Young Guns. Really solid Young Gun canvas black and a really good Young Gun canvas. That's a good box. Good box right here. Ratcliffe for the Flyers. Zegers on the rookie retrospective gold for the Ducks. Vejmelka for the Yotes on the rookie retrospective for the Yotes. Blue Dazzlers of Yanni Gord for the Kraken. Peter Kochetkov for the Canes. I am going to start top loading and sleeving him. I am all aboard the Petor train. A little bit of soft corners. Again, fairly common actually with this year's Young Guns is like soft corners and edges, so I don't always call them out, but do my best to. Yeah. And Mr. Lundell for the Panthers. All right, well, that's a really good box. Arguably the 2 top goalie prospects from it. One of the best defensemen from the crop. One of the best forwards from the crop. And then in canvases, you got the best goalies and or the best defenseman and the a good forward. So it's already 1-0 for 22-23. Will 21-22. Okay. Yeah, you got both the goalie Young Guns. Carolina's actually like not bad at all on this. The only thing that'd make it better is if somehow like there's a weird Seth Jarvis card, but 924. Hey, maybe we'll hit like a Caulfield exclusives or a high gloss. That would be insane. Honestly, if we hit a top 5 Young Gun exclusives, like out of either product, even top 10, that's incredible. Be tougher in Series 1, because we already pulled the base. But you never know. Had some cases run hot. All right, last one here. All right, here we go. Oh, that'd be a nice pull. Gensel for the Penguins. Kachuk on the Hundo P Gold for the Senators. Michaelis for the Canucks on the Young Guns. Shesterkin for the Rangers. He's bouncing back a little bit. Lucic for the Flames. Nedeljkovic for the Canes on the rookie retrospective. Panarin for the Rangers. Huberdeau for the Panthers on the Dazzlers. The Brinkat for Chicago. Larkin for the Wings. Rainanen for the Rangers on the Young Guns. And here's Joey Keane for the Hurricanes. Well, I've already got 3 Young Guns. It's not bad. Yeah, we do have a Caulfield card in our top 10 pulls. Technically, so like the top 10 pulls, I went for a mix of like value and rarity. Because we've technically pulled like the Caulfield Canvas Black, and like it'll outsell a lot of the cards we have, but I feel like it's just a little bit more common than some clear cut Young Guns and just some other stuff, so kind of left it out. It's like, is it in our top 10? Probably in pulls for monetary value, yes. But it's close enough that it'll get left out. There's a card in the top, like, top 10 that doesn't sell super well, but it's super cool, so. Yeah, we opened up a lot of Series 1 and Series 2 and extended in the past year. Yeah, the Kaprizov one is, I mean, I hope it's not number 1. Because that would be something insane out of this, but it's really hard to, like, beat that one. Byfield for the Kings. Canvas Black of Bradenton for the Blues. Cole Lind for the Canucks. Why is nobody taking Cole Lind? Kevin Hayes for the Flyers. Velarde for the Kings. Kaprizov, yep, on the debut dates for the Wild. Tampa Bay, Vasilevsky, Portraits. French variation of Tierney for the Senators. Kachuk for the Flames. It was you. Comtois for the Ducks. Zach Jones for the Rangers. And Zegras. Yep, there's a Trevor Zegras Young Guns for the Ducks. There we go. Actually pretty good. Little bit of edge tear, like ripping and stuff, but like considering what some of these can look like, that one's pretty nice. Well, it was closer, but I mean, yeah, like it's honestly really solid shape for Series 1 from last year. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and like you have 2 Dostals too, right? So like quantity wise, I mean, it's 22-23 that won that one. It unfortunately like just ran into a hot box. It was the first box. 21-22 would have won that. But yeah. All right, let's not get a Marco Rossi. 529 on the inner box numbers. let's get some different young guns. Series 1 from this year, though, does kind of run like 3, 3, 3, 3. Like, it does kind of repeat a little bit, so I wouldn't be shocked if we get like Braden Schneider and Kochetkov again. But again, it's 6 boxes, so go ahead and hit more. I mean, hey, be nice to spread it around a little bit. Hasn't been super. Obviously, I think that like the Ducks have gotten arguably the most cards. I think. Actually, I don't know who would have more than them. Maybe the Rangers. But the Ducks have had a lot of inserts too so far. Like legitimately, I think you're at like at least 8 cards. Because there's at least 3 young guns. I'm going to put in those here. That goes here. So, Nathan Smith for the Yotes. Well, this is a Yotes box. Michelli for the Yotes. He's not sleeve and top load yet, but I might pick some up soon. Carlson for Washington on the clear cut. Debut dates of Niels Lundqvist for the Rangers. Nice that that card's kind of... It's funny because it's got the stars in the background, and that's where he was traded to. Point for the Lightning. And that card would have been printed before the trade happened, too. Hedman for the Lightning. Just funny how it works out. Marino for the Penguins. Eriksson Ek for the Wild. Marchessault for Vegas on the portraits. Kastelik for the Senators. Robert Thomas for the Blues. And defense mechanisms of Dougie for the Devils. All right. Last pack here. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Well, we have a Dazzlers. Makar for the Avs. Retrospective of Cylinder for Columbus. Svetch for the Hurricanes. Noah Cates for the Flyers. Panarin for the Rangers. McAvoy for the Bruins. Next half. Krebs for the Sabres. Jake Christensen for the Blue Jackets. Well, we got a different crop. Pink Dazzlers of Hedman for the Lightning. Center of attention of Zegers for the Ducks. Boldy on the Dazzlers for the Wild. Nice rookie Dazzlers. And Jordan Harris for the Habs. So that was not the best box. That's beatable. That is definitely beatable. All right. Can't even see the top number. Ooh, it's double front sticker. That's a good sign. Oh, that's a really good sign. The numbers are 999. Double sticker 999. What's the back serial number? 624. Well, that's kind of a downer on the superstitions. I don't know why. 24 is actually like a number that I normally go for in boxes, so. Maybe it's not. I think we got a jersey card there. So one thing that's actually like I always forget about is that there's no jersey cards in 22-23. Which honestly I don't think anyone's like upset about. Like, do you miss jersey cards? I don't know. Like they're nice hit like to hit because they're generally like every team has one type of thing, but like, you know, not upset that they don't exist. Ovi for the Capitals. Rookie retrospective gold of Anderson for the Kings. Parker Kelly for the Senators. Ovechkin for the Capitals. Barkov for the Panthers. Robertson for the Stars. Tavares for the Leafs. Zucker for the Penguins. On the jersey. Young Guns checklist between Montreal and Anaheim. Obviously, as per usual, if we pull a second one, both people will get one. If we pull a French variation or an exclusive or something and just one regular, we'll random off the better one. Loser will get the worst one. Just kind of fairest way to do those. Line for the Blue Jackets. Sorokin for the Islanders. And Robertson for the Leafs. Alrighty, so this is a halfway point here. I mean, it's like it's gotta be beaten, I think. Like Series 21-22's gotta take its first victory here, but they still need a good pull because like the Boldy Dazzlers is, as it stands right now, the best pull from either box. Let's see if we can change fortunes here. All right. What are we looking at? 250, perfect. Kaprizov on the portraits for the Wild. Backstrom on the French variation for the Capitals. Bergeron for the Bruins, Hundo P. Hall for the Bruins, canvas. Kupari for the Kings on the Young Guns. Bear Boulet for the Lightning. Kyle Connor for the Jets. He's having a terrific year so far. Vrana for the Red Wings on the Dazzlers. Rasmus Dahlin on the Electromagnetic for the Sabres. Zaka for the Devils. Lashinsky for the Flyers on the Young Guns. And Colton for the Lightning on the Young Guns. Honestly, do we call that one a tie? Like, does a Boldy Young Gun or Boldy Dazzlers actually go for more than... Zegras. I mean, I'm going to call them on par. And I'm going to give a slight, and I mean very slight edge to 21-22 Series 1. So the Boldy and the canvas or the checklist are fairly even. And then like the Young Guns are kind of like essentially a wash. I'd say Series 1 had slightly better Young Guns, and the Jersey card is what puts it ahead. Unironically, we just spent time saying don't miss Jersey cards, but like, hey. All right, we got a double stickered box here. This time, the NHL stickers. 994, and what was this? 995? Yeah, 995. Very rare you see a double NHL hologram sticker box. I just want to see what the number is. I'm a little bit superstitious, but yep, 995. All right, McDavid, we'll put your pants back on you. Here we go. All right, there you go, buddy. Yeah. So it's 2-1. With a fairly generous 2-1. 3-2-4. But I don't think it's wrong. Like, if you were to ask me which box I would rather have, I think I would have said the 21-22 Series 1. But yeah, hopefully we don't have two boxes like that again. It's a lot more fun when you have fun cards. It's a lot more fun when you're going Zegras against Power Rifle. Or like, I mean, Caulfield Zegras against Power could be a good example, or Veneers, or, you know. Ooh, we have a clear cut foundations. So that's a special hit. And it's not the right color for the big one, I think. Well, the big two. Oh no, it's one of the draft pick ones. Okay. That could turn the tide. Kessel for the Yotes. Barzell for the Islanders. Ottinger for the Stars. You know what, before I get too far, I'm just gonna shrink down our insert stack a little bit here. All right. Just because otherwise it gets to be a big mess. All right, so this is all base. Yes. Denisenko on the canvas for the Panthers. Joshua for the Blues. Hauser coming up next for the Sabres. Bergeron for the Bruins. All right, here we go. Could be big. Svechnikov for the Hurricanes on the clear picks. That's a cool card. Not the highest valued card, but it's still cool. You know, case hit style stuff I always am a fan of. Always nicer than not case hit style cards. Really, they look nice. So nice fetch. Jeannot for the Predators. Both people in chat having pretty good breaks. Deneau for the Habs. Not saying it's a coincidence, but Andre for the Stars. Ranton for the Avs. For whatever reason, it just sometimes happens where people will just be in chat and then they'll get a nice card, and it's always like a little bit more fun. My favorite is when people be like, man, this team's been really quiet, or I want this hit, and then it like happens. Because like half the time people type that, it's like I'm opening up the pack as they're doing that. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, Svetch has terrorized a lot of people. What was base? Base is right side, so that's just a base clear cut. All right, this is gonna be an interesting battle then, because we have, I mean, Jeannot's a decent young gun. The clear picks is going to get an edge. Haven't hit a Drysdale yet. I mean, we haven't hit a Simone Benoit yet either. So, and I mean, to be fair, if we get one, we get the other. By the way, if you want to watch a really funny video, the Anaheim Ducks posted one today. It's Getzlaf's son doing interviews, and it is actually hilarious. I guess I'll put them there. All right. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Panarin for the Rangers on the clear cut. It's a decent clear cut too. Burrows for the Avs. Again, another player that I really like. He's never going to be anything major, but Brown for the Kings. But like him. Norris for the Senators. Deneau for the Habs. Don't know what. Patch ready for Vegas. Again, soft edge there, but French variation of Marcus Foligno for the Wild. Stützle on the debut dates for the Senators. Holtby for the Canucks. Arttu Ruotsalainen for the Sabres. And Mr. Pinto for the Senators. All right. This is, you know what? Pinto, we'll give Pinto the generous sleeve and top load, the instant generous sleeve and top load treatment. It's beatable. This is a beatable box, but it's a little tougher. You know, it's not like going up against the Canucks at home, where you can just kind of coast to victory. It's more like playing them on the road, where they can be half decent. 4-4 on the box number and 7-1 on the inside. All right. I wonder what the recent comp on this fetch is. If I could open packs one-handed, I would, but I think we have a clear cut, or not a clear cut, Young Gun checklist coming up. Which would just be for the Wild. It's nice when you don't have randoms. I will say that. Especially if it's like on a high-end card. Oh my gosh. That Lemieux Gretzky random was one of the like first times I've been like, oh gosh, I'm actually like really nervous about a random. Svechnikov, clear picks. Lowest by now is like 50. Yeah, 25 to 50. We'll call it 50. We'll be generous. It's a case hit. Yep, there's a checklist. Boldy and Rossi. Kreider for the Rangers. Fox for the Rangers. Frederik Anderson for the Hurricanes. LaFontaine for the Hurricanes. Huberdeau for the Panthers. All right, are we going to get a Panthers card again? Nope. Sider for the Red Wings on the debut dates. Larkin for the Red Wings. Well, there's the team going back-to-back again. Well, there's a Mr. Power. It actually looks decent. Let me get it in the top loader first. Yeah, still like not as bad of a bottom corner, but like still fine. That's a tough one there to choose who's gonna win this box. Excuse me. Freestyles of Pasternak for the Bruins. Matthews for the Leafs. Spencer Knight for the Panthers. I mean, I feel like dollar value wise, the Power is going to be bigger, but let me confirm this. Yeah, the Power's a little bit more consistent. It's in a similar range. It definitely sells consistently higher. So like it's technically the better pull, but there's the Pinto and the Jeannot, which both kind of add up a little bit. So the rest of the box still has to be good. Because like if it's close, I'm giving it to the like 1 in 4 or 5 cases card. I'm pulling for you 21-22. Actually, technically, I'm pulling for 22-23 right now because, like, I really want it to like make it no contest. Because I mean, that just made me pull a really nice card. Tavares for the Leafs. Bouchard for the Oilers. Cates on the rookie portraits for the Flyers. That's a short print. You know what? It's just a win. It's just a win for series for 22-23. Jack Quinn on the Young Gun for the Sabres. Sabres have had a nice break as well. Nice Jack Quinn. He's doing pretty good as well. Robertson on the honor roll. 3 Spurgeon on the canvas for the Bruins. Zach Hayes for Vegas. Larkin on the center of attention gold. Perunovich for the Blues on the debut dates. Carter on the Dazzlers for the Penguins. McBain for the Yotes. And 7 retrospective of Podkolzin for the Canucks. Well, unfortunately, like despite Series 1 or 21-22's best efforts, like you can't beat the power in the Quinn. So we can try and stretch it a little bit, but you can't stretch it that much. It is 3-1 for 22-23. Match point here. Match point. 640. Again, like I mentioned, there's technically still 2 breaks on the site. They're both CHL, and I mean, like, the best time to sell that stuff is World Juniors. So if they fill, they will get. It'll obviously like take a little bit to get shipped out because it'll take time to sort and everything. But if those breaks fill, they'll happen sometime over the next little bit. Yeah. And then in the new year is going to start off a little bit slower for breaks. Just like a smaller mixer, and then we're going to do probably a Metal Universe Champions hobby box random pack style with a different price than what it used to be because the price of that has obviously shifted a lot. So here we go. Debut dates of Protas for the Capitals. Connor for the Jets. Reichel for Chicago. Well, good luck, 21-22. You're going to need a big one. 22-23 is actually pretty solid. Jari for the Penguins. A lot more solid than what I was expecting it to be, kind of, but Zibanejad for the Rangers. I still think 21-22 Series 2 is the best overall crop. Gostisbehere for the Yotes. There's another P-Tour for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes, Ducks, Chicago, Sabres. All having pretty solid breaks here. All having pretty solid breaks. Tays on the center of attention gold. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks on the defense mechanisms. Kerfoot for the Leafs on the Dazzlers. Raska for the Sharks. Canvas of Hughes for the Canucks. All right. Next half. Also, my suspicions about 22-23 cards being slightly thicker is actually true. Because I've got about, well, all the base cards, and the base cards are equal, essentially. And there's about, I'd say about like 4 packs of base cards worth of difference between the products. So, and it's actually something I've noticed when sorting. Because in the past with Series 1, you used to be able to do 9 inserts per 180, and you can only do 8 this year. So they're probably like from 20 point, they're probably like 22 point. So they're just like that little bit thicker. It's kind of funny. Which would make sense how like sometimes if the top loaders are a little sticky or tight on them. Barkov on the center of attention for the Panthers because they're just a little bit tighter. Matthews for the Leafs. Borderlow for the Sharks. I'm going to sleeve and top load him. I know he technically hasn't done much, but I still like his potential. So Kaprizov on the honor roll. Fowler for the Ducks on the defense mechanisms. Jordan Spence for the LA Kings on the Young Gun canvas. I think this is Blankenberg. Yep. Blankenberg for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. Jacob Markstrom for the Flames on the clear cut. Mercer for the Devils. French variation of Jonathan Dahleen for the Sharks. Patchell for Vegas. Frederik Andersen for the Hurricanes. Well, that's beatable. It's a beatable box. I mean, hey, the good thing is that they were here for the first half, you know? They were here for a good time, not a long time. As a fun little aside, I was opening up some series or some extended and for a future project and got a nice little cider retro Young Guns exclusives. 836. Kind of fun little pull over the weekend, which led me to a fun little discussion point actually. What is the worst excuse someone has ever given you for canceling a card on eBay? Because I found a cider high gloss that was listed as an exclusives and hasn't sold in 4 or 5 weeks. I made an offer on it. The offer was accepted. It was a retro high gloss to be specific. And then, so like the offer got accepted about a day later or later that night. I paid for it. And then the next morning I woke up to it being canceled. With no explanation. I messaged not expecting a response back and was told that as they were getting the card ready to ship, their kid spilled hot chocolate on it. So part of me just wants to ask for a picture of the card with the hot chocolate spilt on it, because that would have been funny. Like, but part of me just has that, like, you know, a little bit of, I have a little bit of doubt on that one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that one's new for me. So Drysdale for the Oilers. Shesterkin for the Rangers on the electromagnetic gold. Studenich for the Devils. Letang for the Penguins. My least favorite ones are people that lie about receiving or not receiving the card and then list them later. Prom for the Blues. I, like, honestly, I don't know how. Like, that's what I was saying. I'm just like, Lee for the Islanders. This first thing I told Sarah, my fiance, is that, like, you know, Varlamov for the Islanders is like, how could they, like, it was top loaded. Like, I've spilt water on a top loader before. Makar for the Avs. Kaprizov for the Wild. And, like, it didn't do anything to the card. So either they got really unlucky, Hamilton for the Hurricanes, or, yeah, Jackson Cates for the Flyers. So, one of those, I wonder. Gustafson for the Senators. He's doing well and for the Wild, by the way. So yeah, that was a fun one. And I can't say I've ever heard that one before. So I legitimately, like, I'm gonna go ask for a picture of it. Like, Because, like, hey, if you have a picture of it, then it's a funny story at least. But, like, you know, it's one of those just, like, been around long enough that I kind of doubt that. Because, like, if they say that they threw the card out too, that's the immediate point that you know they're lying. Because, like, you would still not throw out cider Young Guns High Gloss, like, if you spilled hot chocolate on it. Also, you would never put that in an area where you can spill hot chocolate onto it. You know, like, if the person was, like, honest with me, I would have been like, okay, but, and if they're being honest with me, like, they could be. For all I know, like, they could be, but it's just tough to believe. The high glosses? Yes, they are. The retro high glosses are. They're out of 10. But, like, the confusing thing with the exclusives and high glosses is that they both have HG on the front. So the back is the only way to tell if it's an exclusives or a high gloss, and it was numbered 3 of 10. So Connor for the Jets. Atkinson for the Blue Jackets on the canvas black. Tyce Thompson for the Devils. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Kravtsov for the Rangers. Oh yeah, for sure. Larkin for the Red Wings. Gaudreau for the Flames. Jared Spurgeon on the French for the Wild. Oh, I think it's going to be 3-2. McDavid for the Oilers. Bjorkstrand for the Blue Jackets. Drysdale for the Ducks. I think that's enough to give it the win. Because here's the Benoit right behind it. Those two are hand in hand. Those ones got a little bit lost in their migration. All right, 3-2. 3-2. But yeah, if you think I don't have searches automatically set up to notify me on eBay if a card like that gets listed, I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say petty, but I mean, that's essentially what it is around stuff like that. My least favorite is that there's a person that said that they didn't receive the card, and then they listed it a few days later, and the email's just like, oh, we'll see what we can do. It's like, oh, sorry, they never received the card. 131. I'm just like, they're literally listed. They literally have listed the exact same card. It's serial numbered on the front. Like, they're either lying about receiving the card and trying to scam someone, or they actually received the card and are scamming me. And they're just like, sorry, nothing we can do about it. It's like, well, that's great. Very useful. And I'm just always curious about, like, because especially serial numbered cards, like, you could probably technically file a police report about it, because you would technically be able to get it back because it's a lost or stolen good. But it's just like, it's probably not worth the hassle. But at what point does it become worth the hassle, you know? Like, $400, $500? That was the last time I sold a card over $75 without tracking on eBay. And it's just like, I'm sorry, but like, because of past stuff, you gotta pay for tracking. Not my fault. You can blame anyone. You can blame the times that I've been burned. definitely you hear some good stories about cards at least. Leonard for Vegas. One of the weirdest cases is Gensel for the Penguins is cards from one of the breaks once, like McMichael for the Capitals. They got heat damaged. Kalanick on the Young Gun canvas for Chicago. Gustafson for the Senators on the Young Guns. Studenich for the Devils. And like you could tell it was heat damage from shipping. Zegers for the Ducks on the honor roll. It's technically rookie honor roll. Yeah, you could like clearly tell that it was from shipping. Ooh, numbered portraits to 250. Pacioretty for Vegas. Nice black and white portrait. Those are super rare. Super rare. So obviously, you know, we help the person out, and because that's a really unfortunate experience. Foligno for the Red Wings. So hopefully it doesn't happen again, but there are a few cases like that. So it's just probably something running too hot. Stamkos for the Lightning. Laine for the Blue Jackets. And Parisi for the Wild. That's been one of the weirder things. There was someone that once like sent me, it was like a 99-cent card. I got it for, I think it was 99 cents. It was a Toffoli rookie autograph from Select. And then they sent me a card that was worth more than that card as a freebie. And it's like, did you mean to send this? And they're just like, yeah. It's like, well, like, thank you. It's kind of weird. Whether they were getting rid of stuff or whatnot, but yeah, there's always good stories with sports cards. Buying, selling, trading, there's always good, bad, and uglies. And it's like that in anywheres, right? But, hey, they're fun to talk about in hindsight as long as, you know, it doesn't burn too much. Vasilevsky for the Bolts. Another canvas black here. Veni Vevalainen on the Young Gun canvas black for the Leafs. Not going to sleeve and topload that one, even though it's a case hit, just because where he is. Tyce Thompson for the Devils. Raquel for the Ducks. Jeez, Ducks. Keep hitting. Comtois. It's for the Ducks. Stone for Vegas. Ducks had a really, really good break here. Volino on the rookie portraits. Lashinsky on the French Young Guns. I was just going to say we haven't had a single French Young Guns. Yeah, I'm at the same point where it's like I need to go through. Like I'm trying to get rid of stuff and for the Devils, and it's actually like really hard to like get started once you've accumulated so much. Barry for the Oilers. Like the biggest thing I can ever tell someone. Uh-oh, here's Mr. Drysdale. The biggest thing whenever someone's just like, I'm new to the hobby, what do you recommend? It's like, stay organized early because it's really hard to catch up. And of course, there's Mr. Benoit behind it. Like it sounds simple and like basic, obviously, but you know, it is true. I can probably fit it. All right. Last box. Been a good appetizer break. Some like rare cards, some good stuff. Obviously, like been the same teams hitting, it feels like, so Habs kind of quiet. 649 on the box numbers. Got the lotto numbers. Let's go. We'll just open it up. It's easier to show it this way. Give the checklist to Montreal. All right. I will make a note of that. Thanks. Like that's, you know, they'll appreciate that. Where is, I'm just going to mark that. So Craig, the checklist is yours. This has been a really like, you know, solid break. There's like 3 boxes that I would say are, there are 2 that were straight up like not good. Probably 3. Oh, that was a lot of wind. Holy cow. Yeah, there are 2 boxes that were straight up just not good. Probably a third, I guess. Like the first Series 1 box wasn't great either. 21-22. But like some of the 22-23 boxes have been like really solid. We've got a few case hits. You know, pulled some good young guns. Be nice to get a Beniers, obviously, but the good thing with Seattle being a free team is that like it's less risk if you don't pull a Beniers, right? Obviously, it sucks for the person that has a free team, but hopefully we get one here. Hopefully we get one. We have a canvas, but it's not a Beniers. I know that much. New Hook for the Avs. Kastelik for the Senators on the Young Gun canvas. Kolachinok for the Yotes. Barkov on the Freestyles for the Panthers. Ooh, clear cut. Foundations for the Flames, Lindholm and Mangiapane. Hey, Calgary. A little late, but welcome to the case hit board. So 2 clear cuts, that's solid. Be nice to get 1 French here. Shabbat for the Senators. French Young Guns, actually a decent one. Bobby Brink. I'd say top 10. Top 10 in the set. Put that one there. That's a good little recap card. And Korzak for Vegas. Top 15 for sure. Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes. They've had a good break. Taze for Chicago. Chicago's had a good break. Yossi for the Predators. Predators have had an average break. Tracy for, you guessed it, the Ducks. I think you've hit every single one of your Young Guns, to be honest. Connor for the Jets. Anaheim just went on a heater. Quiet in the middle, but book ended pretty well. No, I think they still have one more Young Gun that we haven't pulled yet. All right. Yeah, Perot. That's who we haven't hit. That's who we haven't hit. Last pack. All right, here we go. The final half. Here we go. Ben Myers for the Avs. Sod for the Blues. Darlene for the Sharks. Robertson for the Stars. Kent Johnson, there we go. Blue Jackets. That's a team that's had some nice cards, but nothing major. Honor roll of Shalgren for the Leafs. Granlund for the Predators. Defense Mechanisms Gold of Hedman for the Lightning. Okay, that's a card that I saw then. Makar for the Avs. Landeskog for the Avs. Fajimo for the Kings on the Young Guns. And Kuznetsov for the Capitals. All right. Well, there's 334. We'll do a quick little recap here. Some nice cards, but like just solid. Nothing, I would say nothing super fancy. So here we go. Recap time. So we don't need to do the random because Bill's going to give that straight to Craig. So there we go. That's noted. Everything's noted. Right, perfect. All right, here we go. So recap time. Some of our better young guns. Kent Johnson. We got one Drysdale, a French of Lashinsky. I also got a French of Bobby Brink. Nice one there. Nice black and white portraits of Pacioretty 250. Those are pretty tough to pull. I kind of glossed over the clear cut foundations as well. Another case hit style card. Again, not the highest value, but still cool. Drysdale for the Ducks. Borderlow. We hit a couple Petors. One Reichel, one Quinn, a nice Pinto. There's another Petor. There's a Braden. Two Rossies. Kind of like the main stuff. Probably like we'll go with the Powers in the 4th and 5th slot. As far as cool hits, Lucas Reichel in the 3rd. No, we'll go Zegras in the 2nd slot. Zegras, but really clean Zegras, like actually fairly clean for Series 1. Reichel gets that 2nd spot, black and white canvas, so it's a case hit, super rare, good young gun canvas to pull. Hit of the break though, we'll go with the clear picks. Not the highest valued card, but definitely the coolest and toughest to pull. So yeah, group break 334. Time to get set up for 339, which is going to be a lot of fun. So here we go.